Getting even will be on the minds of Mendiola FC 1991 when they face the visiting Dynamic Herb Cebu FC for the second time this season. It will not be an easy task. The visitors have been on a tear lately. 4 wins in their last 4 fixtures. Mabuhay Pilipinas, magandang hapon, and we welcome you to a Saturday doubleheader and the match at hand from the city of Imus Grandstand. It's the Brave Men, Los Valientes Hios de Mendiola. Mendiola FC 1991 squaring off once again against Dynamic Herb Cebu FC here in Imus, Cavite. Levi Virora on the call for this live and exclusive broadcast presentation of the 2022-2023 Philippines Football League season, brought to you by Qatar Airways. We are coming to you live from our Facebook and YouTube platforms. Do visit pfl.org.ph for more on the PFL, brought to you by Qatar Airways, as we take a look at our league standings. Again, Dynamic Herb Cebu FC trying to be part of that conversation among top teams, among contenders, and they are number 2 right now in the league table with 4 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. 14 points total, a goal difference of 9. And of course, the hosts, Mendiola FC 1991, they have a win across their slate, 1-0-4 after 5 matches, 3 points, and number 6 so far in the league table. They'll try to improve on that as we progress with our long season. And now let us take a look at the starting lineups for both teams, starting off with the hosts. It's going to be an interesting look for Mendiola FC 1991. Aaron Altiche will be coming off the bench, and no Jim Ashley Flores, one of their only 3 goal scorers so far in the season. And so they have loaded their starting lineup with a lot of midfielders. There's going to be some adjustments. Joseph Siniza, the starting goalkeeper. You have Junior Sam, of course. And then Wade, it's going to be Franco De La Torre. They check him, as well as J. Sean Soberano, player number 18, to try and be more of attacking midfielders for this afternoon, along with their 5 substitutes in uniform for today. And now we proceed with the visitors. Again, Cebu FC, Ace Villanueva returns to the starting lineup as their shot stopper, and he will be joined by the likes of Ren Okuda, Daniel Gadia. It's Marius Kore, along with, of course, their 3-headed dragon, really, there in the attacking third, with JB Borlongan, Chima Uzoka, and the league's top scorer now with 7 goals, Arda Chinker. We have 2 matches in store for you, simultaneously kicking off. Ascal's development team and Stallion Laguna FC also kicking off at 4 p.m. at Rizal Memorial. And we will return with the official player walkout and kickoff. Nagpapatuloy po ang inyong Philippines Football League 2022-2023 season, brought to you by Qatar Airways, and we are coming to you live from the city of Imus Grandstand here in the province of Cavite as we bring you one of two matches as part of your Saturday doubleheader. And it is Mendiola FC 1991 once again in their home field, going up against the dynamic Herb Cebu FC, which has been on a tear, winning their last 4 fixtures. Revenge will definitely be on the minds of Mendiola FC 1991, but it is easier said than done when they are going up against a visiting team that has won 4 in a row, definitely on a tear. And mabuhay Pilipinas, we are glad to have you join us, Levi Verora, on the call as we bring you in just a few moments, as we have just concluded with the official player walkout, Mendiola FC 1991 and Dynamic Herb Cebu FC from the city of Imus Grandstand in Cavite. And we saw the starting lineups earlier. Again, Jim Ashley Flores will not be in uniform for Mendiola FC 1991, as it is Franco De La Torre assuming the role of captain. Do expect him, as well as the likes of Jason Soberano, to be more assertive, to be more aggressive when it comes to attacking, as they will need those scoring opportunities. So quite an adjustment here for the starting lineup of Mendiola FC 1991. Meanwhile, Dynamic Herb Cebu FC, they have just gotten a lot stronger with Ace Villanueva back in the starting roster alongside the familiar names. Ren Okuda, you have Daniel Gadia, Marius Core, and then Baris Tassi, and of course up front your three-pronged attack. It is Arda Chinker, now the leading goal scorer of the season, alongside Chima Uzoga, number 3 scorer with 5 goals in the season, and JB Borlongan, such a problem to deal with from the left side of things. And of course, they also have Mert Altinoz, one of the best assists maker, as we are just moments away from kickoff here. Stunningly beautiful weather conditions. Not even a cloud in sight here, and it's going to be to the advantage of our players. Mendiola FC 1991, they are in white. And Dynamic Herb Cebu FC contrasting with their red. Any minute now as we bring you again a Saturday doubleheader. Doon naman sa Rizal Memorial Football Stadium, it is Stallion Laguna visiting the Ascals development team, and here we go. Dynamic Herb Cebu FC playing from left to right, and Mendiola the other way around. Interestingly, again, 8 days ago these two sides met, and it was a 7-1 result. A huge victory by Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. And let's see if Mendiola FC 1991 can turn their fortunes around. Easier said than done again against a team that is streaking. But now it's Junior Sam suddenly finding himself ahead of the pack. Junior Sam, he is stripped. But it will not merit anything, says our referee Rodney Lable, in charge of the action today. Junior Sam shaken up right in the opening minute. Great run from Junior Sam, who was the goal scorer from the match against Cebu 8 days ago. Doon po yun sa Carmona, Cavite, inside the PFF National Training Center. He had that screamer of a goal from way out as a consolation, spoiling the clean sheet, also spoiling the sweep of that match. And a positive sight here to have Junior Sam make that fine run as he is back up on his feet. For Dynamic Herb Cebu, we talked about their consistency. They want to be in the contender category, and they have been doing it quite well lately, as they will send it over to Villanueva for his first touch. So quite the same roster for Dynamic Herb Cebu FC here, not much rotating. And looks like there's a problem with the ball. They're having it replaced. Not sure if you've heard it from our broadcast, but they were saying di masyadong maganda yung pagkaka-inflate, and they've replaced that with one that works more, causing a bit of delay here sa ating opening few minutes. But nevertheless, we go to our storylines. And again, we talked about that 7-1 result with Dynamic Herb Cebu. It was Arda Chinker pouring it on, a hat trick in a span of 23 minutes. He started the scoring right in minute number 5. And then he followed it up with 2 more goals in the 18th and the 21st. As a clearance there for Mendiola, intended for Junior Sam. Nothing materializes. Saldivar will collect. And now trying to make damage from the left side. Here is the cross. That was one of the activities that we saw from Cebu doon sa kanilang panalo against Mendiola in the first round. And something, of course, the defensive-minded Mendiola back four will try to address entering this match. Again, starting for Mendiola in the place of Henry Bandeken, who is not available. It is Joseph Seniza. Bit of a miscue there. And an opening try. Maybe too ambitious. And it's collected by Joseph Seniza right on cue. We continue the action here as we have resumed. Cebu, very familiar, trying to outrun their foes. Kore, it's a busy area right there in the middle of the field. Mert Altinoz will draw the foul. And the first set piece of the match. And we talked about Mert Altinoz. He's among the leading distributors in the season. And we were talking to goalkeeping coach Ref Quaresma of Cebu as this set piece will be taken. It is Altinoz who sends it right over and above the bar. It goes out. Sabi ni Ref Quaresma, they have the top scorer in the league. They have the top assists man in the league. So he doesn't see any reason why Cebu doesn't get to the top as well. And well, right now they are number 2 in the league table, just behind Kaya FC Iloilo, still leading, and United City FC right there in number 3. Stallion Laguna FC also not that far off. So Jason Soberano, he tried to make the connection. It is won back by Cebu. Gadia to Saldivar. Altinoz will give it a fine run. Bothered by the defense. Oh, great work, great defending that time around, preventing any trouble. And that was Eldwin Escosora. He will throw it in. Saldivar unable to keep the possession alive. So encouraging signs early on for Mendiola FC 1991. Soberano. And expect a lot of balls going Junior Sam's way. He's probably the number 1 threat here. As someone is down on the pitch, it is Marius Kore. Ball finally sails out. Player number 80 for Cebu, Marius Kore. So it's Mert Altinoz with 4 assists, leading the league alongside United City's Pika Minigeshi, also 4 assists. Part of why Cebu has been so successful, just being able to translate those passes into conversions. Of course, leading to Arda Chinker, leading to Chima Uzoka, who has 5 goals in the season. And madadagdagan lang yan for both of those guys. going to be a problem for the rest of the competition. Soberano. Dispossessed is Mendiola FC, but no counter right away. Alazani Wade is very quick to attend to that ball. And so far, steadily, so good for Mendiola FC 1991, as Wade will get a few reminders from our referee, Rodney Leible. He is joined by Paul Galicia, John Mike Basinang, and the fourth official, Jan Leonor Initan. Your match commissioner is Robin Allen Kainglet as they send it inside the box. So interestingly also for Cebu, it's JB Borlongan and I think it's Paris Taxi switching spots, but of course they're very fluid. It doesn't matter. Here's the opening attempt from the left side of things. Perhaps a difficult angle to create with, but that was Daniel Gadia. It hits the side of the goal post. Cebu still in control. Altinos sends it forward, targeting Chima. But the defense was there. And now Cebu trying to counter. Or Mendiola rather. They keep possession in play. It's 2 against 3. And cleared by Ren Okuda. So encouraging signs early on from Mendiola FC 1991. Again, they do not want a repeat of that 7-1 result from 8 days ago. Chima. Cebu tries to win the ball back. They do. It now ends up with Saldivar. Long ball intended for Chima, but Chima does not make the run. So back and forth action here. Teams trying to settle down with their respective game plans. And for Mendiola FC 1991, you might think that because of the 7-1 scoreline the last time out, they will be more defensive-minded here. But actually, no. Coach Jake Kuwai Kong said they will be actively seeking, or they actively try to go for the goal. It's going to be a more offensive-minded game plan for them, knowing that they realized that they can get even with Cebu, as quite physical action there. Altinos dispossessed. Action picking up the physicality here, and Junior Sam, again, some extracurriculars here. Zaldivar now tending to his arm. And our main referee will, of course, have a mouthful with both Junior Sam and the rest of the players on the field. Cebu ball. Altinos and Soberano. And now it is a bit of a commotion in the middle of the field. That started with Soberano, and then nakisali na si Saldivar. Altinos also there, and someone has been booked. A yellow card assessed. I think that is Jason Soberano, who will be given a yellow. Have to be careful early on, but you like the intensity being shown here by Mendiola. Just because they are number 6 in the league table doesn't mean you can easily count them out. And that's what they're showing so far with 12 minutes into the match. It's a 0-0 battle here inside the City of Imus grandstand in Imus, Cavite. And so far, a fair share of the possession, Cebu and Mendiola both. As a foul is whistled, Mendiola will win this back. Very encouraging so far for the brave men here in the Brave Land. And Coach Jake, again, he said prior to kickoff that they were polishing their defensive tactics, but moreover, it's going to be the offensive game that they're trying to polish and work on as they work on trying to evade the defense. This time it's Serge Kaule going down. So it's going to be a free kick, a set piece here for Mendiola, a chance to create an opportunity for themselves. Perhaps from about 30, 35 yards out. Kaule and Wade momentarily discussing. And now looks like it's going to be Serge Kaule taking this. Against a three-man wall. Sends it straight. Received well by Ace Villanueva. That was close, but it's not that difficult for Ace Villanueva to collect an attempt like that. And now the counter-attack for Cebu. Chima and Siniza goes right into the ball for safety. Good shot on goal from Mendiola the previous possession. Good counter as well from Cebu. And action is just picking up right here inside the City of Imus grandstand. Again, it doesn't matter whether Cebu is ranked number 2 so far as they send it to Chinker. They try to go for the 1-2. Great defending from Mendiola. On the second ball, Cebu still. Kore. They will reorganize now. It's Saldivar. Lobs it inside. Wade was there. JB defended by 3 white shirts. They go to Chima. And finally, it goes to the midst of Seniza, but good possession from Cebu. They fight for control right in the middle of the field. Tassi. Regained by Mendiola. They send it over to Soberano again, who controls. Defended by Saldivar, and that will not work. They go to Kore. Still in Mendiola territory, Gadya. They will finally work their way to the midfield. To Borlongan. Gadya will try to keep it alive. Taken quickly, Kore. To Chinker. Arda Chinker has space to operate, and perhaps not a decent attempt right there. Just goes to the right of the goal for a goal kick for Mendiola FC 1991. Once again, we thank you all for joining us here for this live and exclusive broadcast presentation of your Philippines Football League 2022-2023 season. Live po tayo mula dito sa City of Imus Grandstand in Imus, Cavite. Simultaneous ongoing as well is Stallion Laguna FC visiting the Ascal's development team at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Parehas po tayong nag-kick off at 4 p.m. A chance here for Cebu is the opening goal. Chima Uzoka, goal number 6 in the season, and Cebu is on the board. We talked about how Cebu's goals from their 7-1 win came from counter-attacks, and Chima Uzoka, pinaunlakan for Cebu. That is goal number 1 as they lead Mendiola FC 1991 here in the 18th minute. What a play that was, and Chima Uzoka quality strike just like that. That will put him in a tie with Harvey Gayoso of Kaya FC Iloilo, now with 6 goals apiece. And again, that's one of the talking points for Mendiola FC 1991. They have to defend those counter-attacks. Most of the goals, if you rewatched their last game from September 16, galing sa counter-attacks and just lapses on the part of the defense of Mendiola. Junior Sam now in the right flank. Caule. Back to Soberano. They have come forward and the attempt goes wide. Not much to challenge Ace Villanueva, who is making the start once again in the place of Jack Zambrano. Long ball and Wade. Kore. Great control by Kore to win it back. It is now Borlongan. Tassi. Cebu taking their time. Great ball. And now inside the box, Chinkir. Wade was there to bother. One of the assistants saying it's a corner kick. Wade, of course, in disbelief. So is Joseph Siniza. Nevertheless, they will take this quickly. They send it inside the box. And finally headed to safety. Dangerous times there for Mendiola. It was not secured by Siniza. It just went past his fingertips. And now Junior Sam. Naiwan yung bola. A hard challenge by Baris Tassi. Foul whistled. Again, you love the effort from Mendiola FC 1991, especially in that second half where they were able to tie things 1 goal each for that 7-1 scoreline. It was 6-0 after the first half, talking about that September 16 affair between these two teams. And now a second set piece for Mendiola FC in the first half. Jason Soberano will try to... Oh, that was low. That was low. And on the second ball, Mendiola FC very lucky to be able to recover. Lobs it inside. Junior Sam. A chance here. Ace Villanueva and finally cleared by Jason Cordova. Flag stayed down. Junior Sam for a moment thought he had it. Just a miss hit. Otherwise, that could have been the equalizer. Nathaniel Ace Villanueva getting challenged early on in his return to the starting 11 for Cebu. Chinker sends it over to Mert Altinoz. Flag stays down and Altinoz is challenged. Going to be a free kick in a dangerous position for Cebu. And of course, it's no less than Mert Altinoz, the leading assists maker for Cebu, taking this. He will try to deliver it inside the box, which is now a busy area. Altinoz, quite low. Mendiola will try to counter. Cleared right away by Baris. That one targeting Sam. And it's a race for possession. Baris Tassi doing everything that he had to do not to give Junior Sam an inch of an advantage. And now Junior Sam having a word with referee Rodney Leible. Nevertheless, it's going to be Mendiola FC to throw it in. This is Jimson Cristal. Nobody home, all red shirts. Kore. And here's the long ball to Chinkir. Well, Wade, one of the taller players, not only for Mendiola, but for the entire league. There to disrupt. Oh, great through ball by Chima Uzoka. Serge Caule right there in the thick of things, preventing an attack for Cebu. But he is dispossessed. Chinkir will take it. Too much elevation. Still a quality attempt from range. "24 minutes in, the halfway point of our first half. If you're just joining us, it was Chima Uzoka on the counter-attack, responsible for the opening goal of this match, as it is now Mendiola FC 1991 0 and Dynamic Herb Cebu FC 1. In the first half, Saldivar, Junior Sam doing a great job. But the attempt is not on goal. Kinulang sa pectus yun, yung tinatawag na English, and the spin. He could have curved it a bit better, and so it will return to Cebu. But we talked about Junior Sam. He's one of the 3 goal scorers here for Mendiola FC in the season. Again, his only goal so far in the league coming in that match against Cebu. Consolation goal from about 30 yards out in Carmona. That salvaged a 7-1 scoreline for them, spoiling the clean sheet for the debut of John Rael Eldian, the goalkeeper, the 3rd goalkeeper in that loaded lineup for Cebu. Made his debut the last time out. He'll send it into the box, nobody home. And at least if you're Mendiola FC 1991, you have not conceded the same amount of goals that you did at this juncture from the last time out. Because, again, during their meeting, it was 4-0 in the 23rd minute with Arda Chinkir scoring a hat-trick. From the right flank, they tried to lob it, but good defending as well from Cebu. And now it ends up with Mert. Here's the through ball to Borlongan. Such a problem from that left side to Chinkir. They do not make the connection. Cristal. But it ends up with Cordova. Junior Sam quick to apologize. Gadya trying to take it quickly, but refs say sandali lang. Jason Cordova also scoring in that win in the 18th minute from a beautifully curved cross from Mert Altinos. That was his 4th assist. A cross into the box, and then Jason Cordova finishing with a header from a set piece. Ren Okuda, who also has a goal across his name. Back with JB Borlongan. Again, just weaving past the defense and then sending it over inside the box. Second time they failed to connect with Chinkir. Had the right thing in mind. He's trying to take advantage of the height. And a whistle from the referee as Cordova was taken out while he was airborne. Junior Sam. And he will get a stern warning from our referee. Junior Sam still contesting. That is not a foul, but of course, our referee Rodney Leble thinking otherwise. You know, it's hard to spot that from real time as we send this over to a lull in the play. Jason Cordova back up on his feet, a bit shaken up obviously. Well, it was definitely clear that Junior Sam made contact while Cordova was airborne, and perhaps in the eyes of referee Rodney Leble, that was the advantage that Junior Sam created when he made contact with Cordova and took him down while he was airborne. And in his eyes, enough to merit a whistle. 28 minutes have gone by in this match with Cebu still ahead only by a goal. In their last match, Dynamic Herb Cebu FC, they defeated Maharlika Manila FC 1-0. That was only this Tuesday in Carmona, Cavite, with Arda Chinker delivering on the only goal. 4th minute, Maharlika able to hold off Cebu towards the end, but still a 1-0 scoreline, enough for the full 3 points. And that goal by Chinker, again, they just made their opponents pay. It was a miscue from Vincent Valdez. Borlongan got into the path of the ball, sent it over right into Arda Chinker, who had lots of space inside the box to operate, and a great placement shot into the far post. That was the only difference of that match against Maharlika Manila FC. And so far, the difference in this match is Chima Uzoka, who just scored goal number 6. Bit of a confusion here as Cebu trying to fair play. And now Mendiola returns the favor to them as we play on here in the first half. It's a busy battle for the possession there in the midfield on the left side of things. It ends up with Core. Soberano right there. Mendiola will try to counter. The through ball, but miscommunication on the part of Junior Sam and Jason Soberano. Nagkamali lang ng direksyon na pupuntahan yung kanyang through ball. And making sure there will be no counterattack, it's Crestal clearing it out. Altinos to Zaldivar. Trying to be bothered here by Escosora. Still Altinos, and he finally loses control of that. A good effort from Cordova, though it ends up with Mendiola FC 1991. Here's the ball intended. Flag stays down. Will he be able to control this? And whistle finally blown. Richard Talarok. Ball sails out. He ran out of real estate to operate from the left flank. Possession babalik sa Cebu. Kaule. And now Marius Core. This can be a dangerous opportunity for Cebu as JB Borlongan will again weave his way into that left side of things. The 1-2 back to Borlongan, but perhaps more aerial on that one. Gadya nevertheless tracks it down, still with Cebu. Borlongan is stripped. Was that a penalty? Was that inside the area? That was very close. Our referee says it's outside, but definitely just inches out, literally. Nevertheless, it's going to be a free kick for Cebu in a very dangerous spot And right away, 3 white shirts converging, make that 4 to make that 4-man Mendiola wall. Joseph Siniza also shouting out instructions as they will try to deny this chance for Cebu. Here we go. On the header, Chima Kore, but he was bothered by Soberano. So good stop for Mendiola. But again, they're not making the most out of the time that they have the possession. Ends up with Cordova, and now another chance for Cebu. Too much power on that ball intended for Borlongan. And now Mendiola FC will try to recollect. They don't have to rush things here. And just as I say that, Fornis loses control. Altinos will choose right. It's Marius Core. Good touch passing from Cebu. Saldivar, the cross. Chinker. Defending here from Mendiola. And they prevent further trouble. And finally, it ends up with Soberano. But look at the activity on the part of the red shirts. Dynamic Herb Cebu is continuing to put on pressure for Mendiola. Here is the long ball. Flag stays down. Headed. Good communication between Cordova and Villanueva. As a player from Mendiola was trying to pounce on the chance. That was Franco de la Torre. Altinos. So what we're seeing here from the past few minutes, perhaps the past 10 to 15 minutes, it's now Cebu having more control, asserting themselves more in terms of just the volume of possessions. As an obvious foul there on Daniel Gadia. Or rather, that was, I think that's JB Borlongan. You know, when you talk about Cebu, you cannot discount the fact that JB Borlongan has a league best 4 assists as well. So it's not only Altinos, it's also Borlongan with 4 assists in the league. Uzoka, Kore. Cebu showing some patience here. Not much power on that header, perhaps a pass intended for Chinker. Junior Sam with Cordova to beat. Still Junior Sam, perhaps a chance here for Mendiola. But 5 red shirts immediately converging on him. So good effort from Cebu to get back on defense and fall back and prevent that counterattack from Junior Sam. Mendiola FC will earn the first corner of the match. Past the 36th minute of the first half. Mendiola FC, they have been getting their chances here. Down by just 1 goal, searching an equalizer. Here's the delivery. Sends it straight to the midst of Ace Villanueva, who immediately targets Borlongan, but there are 2 white shirts right there. Oh, an error there, and it is JB Borlongan making them pay. JB Borlongan scores the 2nd goal for Cebu. And they double the lead here in the 38th minute. Jeremiah Borlongan doubles the advantage for the Gentle Giants on a counterattack and a miscue on the part of the defense of Mendiola FC 1991. There were two white shirts there to try and prevent the trouble. Instead, Joseph Siniza rushed forward. That gave JB Borlongan the opening to capitalize, and he did as he converts. Adding it to his total output for the season, goals and assists. JB Borlongan. Again, when you talk about Cebu, you will always have to mention JB Borlongan. Such a switchable talent. It's a luxury to have someone like him, very fluid on the field, able to maneuver his way past defenses. And again, an error from Mendiola. Altinoz, do they have the numbers? It ends up with Chinquer. Suddenly still with Chinquer, bothered by two. He falls down again. And finally, Kaule. Great defending by Marius Core. Although he cannot do that. Serge Kaule, very animated, and that will cost him. Louis Serge Kaule getting booked here as he showed emotion towards our referee. Marius Core a bit shaken up here. Again, player number 19 for Mendiola SC 1991. Serge Kaule, the midfielder, is booked. If you're Mendiola FC 1991, again, just the maturity on the part of your squad. They're already undermanned in this match. They have only 5 substitutes, including goalkeeper Mark Pellejo, and then 4 other active players: Aaron Altiche, Teddy Travis, Marlon Maro Jr., and Miguel Mendoza. And that's about it for Mendiola FC 1991. They have a lot of inactive players owing to personal matters. And ayaw mo namang numipis lalo yung lineup mo as we progress with the season. Mert Altinoz just waiting for the signal. And here we go. Wade, again using that tall frame of his to make those denials, to make those clearances. However, it ends up with Borlongan. Core was able to beat Soberano, but Kaule was there. Saldivar will concede that possession to Mendiola. And they have been targeting Junior Sam, rightfully so, without Jim Ashley Flores. Good challenge by Saldivar. And then may pahabol na kantsaw kay Junior Sam. Just about 4 minutes remaining in the first half before we proceed with the added time. No confirmation yet from our fourth official. That is John Leonor Initan. Great weather conditions here inside the City of Imus grandstand in Cavite. Borlongan. 1-2 intended for Borlongan, but Mendiola will intercept. Mendiola FC 1991, although they have fallen 2 goals here at a disadvantage, still can't count them out. They've created chances for themselves. Core has been a busy man in the midfield. We'll send it over to Borlongan, and why not? Tassi making the run is challenged, and a foul straight into a yellow card. If we're not mistaken, already the third casualty for this match from either side who has been booked. Another set piece for Cebu from the left flank. You can expect JB Borlongan to send this right into the box. Just two men for Mendiola to make up that wall, trying to bother the path of that ball. Chima Uzoga will track it down after nobody home on the first try. Goal kick. Finally, Mendiola will regain the ball. About 2 more minutes before we enter the additional time and conclude the first half, where it's so far Mendiola 0 and Cebu 2 on goals scored by Chima Uzoka and Jamie Borlongan. Jeremiah Borlongan, we remember him for that beautiful equalizer against United City FC, which salvaged the split of the points for Cebu. Way back, that was, I think, only their second or third match of the young season. And now, being elevated into the starting lineup for Coach Mehmet Kakil definitely proved wonders for him and the team, adding a different dynamic to that two-pronged attack of Arda Chinkir and Chima Uzoka. Inserting JB Borlongan there made it even more dangerous for Cebu. Chima Altinoz momentarily dispossessed finally. Franco De La Torre. Opportunity here for Mendiola. The through ball intended for De La Torre. But again, Cebu not making sure that there would be no trouble. De La Torre again being bothered by Saldivar. What an effort from Saldivar as he sends it to Core. It's been all Cebu in the past 20 minutes or so, and they will try to continue pouring it on. Borlongan lobs it to Chinkir. A chance here. Joseph Siniza will attend to that. There will be 3 minutes of added time here before we conclude action in the first half. Just confirmed by our fourth official. There have been a few stoppages in play in the first half, including the one where players complained of the air pressure inside the ball. Pinalitan yung bola. Long ball for Junior Sam. Perhaps the only real forward here right now. Look at him beat 2 defenders. Still Junior Sam inside the box. And the referee will call it a penalty. A golden opportunity now for Mendiola FC 1991 to score in stoppage time here in the first half. Credit the effort of Junior Sam, just keeping that possession to his side and then getting taken down inside the area. So it's going to be Junior Sam taking this, the native of Ghana, Africa. And he will have no one else to beat here except Nathaniel Ace Villanueva, who has been reinserted as the starting shot stopper. And it is a goal for Junior Sam. Mendiola FC on the board here in the first half. Mendiola FC 1991 1, Cebu 2, as Junior Sam scores via the penalty. They take one back as they try to make it competitive here in this match. And that will surely be a confidence booster for Mendiola. More momentum entering the second half in just a few moments. Tassi on the occasion, it's Chinker. It's going to be Mendiola FC possession. Perhaps one final try here before we conclude action in the first half. Again, Junior Ngong Sam delivering on a penalty kick. And another foul as they make contact. I think that was Marius Core and Junior Sam with some words for each other. So just when we thought it was all Cebu in the latter parts of the first half, Junior Sam earning a penalty after a fine run, creating an opportunity for Mendiola and converting on the penalty kick. Serge Caule sends it straight to Junior Sam, but quite an ambitious header there. They didn't know the positioning, and that is the first half whistle. It was an eventful first half for both sides, and after 45 minutes, it is Mendiola FC 1991 1, Dynamic Herb Cebu FC 2. We will return with the second half action and analysis only here in the Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways. Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa City of Imus Grandstand here in Imus, Cavite as we bring you the live and exclusive broadcast presentation of the 2022-2023 Philippines Football League season brought to us all by Qatar Airways. It's a Saturday doubleheader. The match we have here in Imus, it is Mendiola FC 1991 and Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. Doon naman sa Rizal Memorial Football Stadium as we begin second half action, it is Stallion Laguna FC leading the Ascal's development team. And now an early chance here for Cebu, but the flag is up. Richard Talarok is offside. Hard collision after, and definitely a yellow right away as someone is down on the floor. Richard Talarok apologetic after that as Dynamic Herb Cebu FC's Daniel Gadia now is back up on his feet. For a moment, hawak-hawak niya yung kanyang kanang shin. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok dito po sa ating live coverage of Mendiola FC 1991 and Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. Second half action underway here, and again, great weather condition in Cavite. Definitely will not be a factor for our players doon sa pitch. Operating now from the left flank, but great defending by Jason Cordova to win it back for Cebu. Just a recap of the first half. Again, Chima Uzoka and JB Borlongan delivering the 2 goals for Dynamic Herb Cebu. And then Junior Sam in the added time as a counter for Mendiola is cleared by Wade. It was Junior Sam delivering on a penalty in the added time to pull 1 back for Mendiola. And so as it stands, it is Mendiola 1, Cebu 2. Gadia given lots of room to operate. Altinos. Pupunta muna sila to the right flank. Here is the cross. And the header for Arda Chinkir just wide. Going to the right side. No changes for either side as we begin second half action. Meanwhile, in Rizal Memorial, it is Stallion Laguna 1, Ascal's development team 0. Abu C responsible for the only goal for Stallion Laguna. Happy birthday nga pala kay Coach Ernie Nieras. Of course, the long-time tactician for Stallion Laguna FC. Siniza sends it straight to Junior Sam. And Ace Villanueva will make the first contact with the ball here in the second half, having to go out of his comfort zone. Borlongan. Chima wants it. Immediately, 3 players converging, and it pays off. And Chima Uzoka, a foul. Sabi ng referee natin, si Rodney Leble, he used his elbow. So just when we thought Dynamic Herb Cebu was once again about to go all the way, some life, some intensity injected into the match by Junior Sam as they cut the deficit into just 1 goal. Talarok trying to choose Cordova again there. And finally it's with Core, but not for long. Talarok once again. And this time it's Saldivar providing the activity. Early moments here of the second half, approaching the 50th minute mark of our action-filled match. 3 goals total. Again, 1 for Mendiola, 2 for Cebu. Definitely a much better first half for Mendiola kumpara dun sa kanilang 6-0 setback in the first half. 8 days ago, Junior Sam trying to operate inside the area. Sends it over. but no one home for the opposite side for Mendiola. Ref Quaresma earlier mentioning what a luxury it is to have the likes of Ace Villanueva, then you have Jack Zambrano, and also John Rael Eldian, who came and made his debut last Tuesday. Borlongan deep into the box. Here is the lob to Chinquer. It is goal number 3 for Cebu. And it is Arda Chinquer once again. Oh, that was Daniel Gadia rather. Daniel Gadia. It's his time to shine, providing goal number 3 for Dynamic Herb Cebu as they once again increase their lead.
Cebu, number 6,
The midfielder registers a goal here as Dynamic Herb Cebu is up to 3 goals. There is some commotion here in the right side of the field. Some Mendiola players complaining. Nevertheless, that goal is confirmed. So as it stands, Mendiola 1, Cebu 3. As some of the players from Mendiola, this is Franco de la Torre, having a word with our referee. Dynamic Herb Cebu FC will double their advantage once again in the 51st minute, providing more cushion, more separation from the host team. Your brave men, the Los Valientes Hijos de Mendiola. And now it's Richard Talarok trying to approach our 4th official. Mendiola SC 1991 in disbelief here as they concede another. But it's play on. You cannot be distracted by this. A chance here for Mendiola. Junior Sam against 3 red shirts. Ren Okuda hit in his torso area. Coaching today for Mendiola FC is Coach Jake Kuaikong in the place of Charles Villarino. Of course, it's a chess match between him and Mehmet Kakil, the Turkish national, former Hatayspor striker, who is trying to impart some of his wisdom to the Dynamic Herb Cebu FC attackers themselves. Chinquer, Uzoka, JB Borlongan. Possession back with Cebu. Kore. Almost losing it, he does. Mendiola FC will try to pounce on this one. And great activity from Baris Tassi. Escosora now deep inside the box. A chance. Jason Cordova. Great last minute defending from Jason Cordova, player number 37 for Cebu. That was as close as it would get for Mendiola. Trying to take one back. Kaule. Mendiola, however, will regain possession to Kaule. And he is taken down. And again, showing some animosity towards our official is Serge Kaule. He's got to be careful. He already has a yellow card in this match. It's going to be a free kick for Mendiola. Alasane Wade. One of the more positive points for Mendiola in the first half. Of course, Wade just taking advantage of his tall frame. A bit of a confusion there on the free kick. And Mendiola just fortunate to salvage the possession. Bibigay muna nila kay Joseph Ceniza, who will send it right back. Nobody home. And this could be a counter for Cebu. Altinoz to Chima. They have the numbers, shot on goal. And finally, it is saved and collected by Joseph Ceniza. And again, Mendiola just falling prey to those long balls. They have to be more patient when they get the possession here. Escosora weaving past two defenders, losing it eventually. Chima does not get there on time. De La Torre defended closely by Gadia. Mendiola. And now Serge Caule. Back to De La Torre. Good touch passing by Mendiola here in the right flank. But they lose it. Borlongan. Change of possession here. Is Cebu going to counter again? Altinoz sends it to Chinker. It's going to be a battle, a race for that possession. It's still Chinker. It is wide for Ada Chinker. After he beat Alasani Wade for control of the ball. Had the space, had the chance. Chose the far post, but it just goes wide against Joseph Ceniza. Could have been 4-1, as now we see a couple of changes for Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. Nicolas Ferrer Jr., now part of the 11 on the field. Replacing John Renz Zaldivar. Ace Villanueva will collect. In just a short while, we will also see the entry of Pafu Corsame for Cebu. Kore. Chima Uzoka on the left side. Better defending from Mendiola that time around. Wade. Back to Escosora. Again, if you're Mendiola, you want to be more patient with these opportunities. Junior Sam against Cordova. Still. And Ace Villanueva at the right place, at the right time. The shot stopper for Dynamic Herb Cebu FC, the Gentle Giants. Again, reinserted into the starting 11. Uupo muna si Jack Zambrano, as well as the third keeper, which is John Ryle Eldian. Kore is deep into that box. Ceniza will step out of his area to prevent further trouble. As we close in on the 1 hour mark of this match. And that stoppage in play will give the opportunity for the entry of Roberto Pafu Corsame Jr., who will replace Marius Kore. And now Aaron Altiche as well. One of the goal scorers for Mendiola this season has checked in. Will try to inject some inspiration into the side of Mendiola. Aaron Altiche, of course, who could forget his opening salvo against Kaya FC, although Mendiola FC lost that match 1-6. Pafu against Wade. His first taste of the action here. The pride of Tondo, Pafu Corsame Jr., also a veteran of professional football here in the country. Kaule. It looked like he wasn't ready for that. He was just jogging towards the opposite half of the field and pinasa sa kanya. And now it's Pafu again. Tassi. Chima. Lots of space. Gives it to Korsame first. Good short passes here being strung up by Cebu. Korsame again. But Kaule will get there to intercept. Perhaps a counter for Mendiola. Junior Sam, the only one trying to make a run for that. That counter will not materialize for Mendiola. Here's the lob inside the box. And Chima Uzoka was not able to get the touch that he wanted. But credit, of course, to JB Borlongan continuing to distribute a league best 4 assists, tied with his teammate Mert Altinoz and United City's Pika Minigashi. So those 3 gentlemen with a combined 12 assists across their names, 4 assists each. And again, it's such a luxury to have people who can distribute and make the plays for your team to be able to convert. Baris Tassi wearing the captain's armband, by the way, for Dynamic Herb Cebu. Escosora to Junior Sam. Well, now that Aaron Altiche is part of the 11 for Mendiola, this will be a different look for them as the ball is sent straight into the boots of Ace Villanueva. So now at least you have another legitimate option outside of Junior Sam with Aaron Altiche part of the action. Again, for those of you just joining us, Jim Ashley Flores, who delivered on that game winner when Mendiola beat Maharlika Manila FC here. He is not suited up. He is not in uniform. So pressure is on the part of both Junior Sam and Aaron Altiche. Speaking of which, they target Altiche, but Chima Uzoka, obviously, that size advantage working towards his favor. Escosora. Lots of aerial on that ball as Altiche gets taken down by Pafu. And that is just tapped away by Ace Villanueva, who has had a remarkable performance here, although, of course, that penalty connection by Junior Sam in the first half, the only flaw for the Cebu keeper. Borlongan now operating from the right wing. That's part of the change here for Coach Mehmet Kakil. Just trying to mix it up here. Gadya is dispossessed. So an hour and change have gone by, and it is still Dynamic Herb Cebu FC leading the home side. Serge gives it up to Altiche. Good clearance made by Cebu just to deny that opportunity. It's going to be thrown in by Escosora. They go to Junior Sam. He makes a turn, and great defending by Cebu. On the second ball, though, Serge Kaule will track it down. So new opportunity for Mendiola. A rocket. Oh my goodness. That is a goal for Mendiola FC 1991. From way out, a screamer. They will take one back. Mendiola FC 1991 cuts the deficit. What a goal.
Goal for Mendiola, number 16.
It was Jimson Crestal from out of nowhere, really. Just having that ball there and lots of space to operate, he decided to take the matter into his own hands, and he delivers on a sensational goal from distance. As Mendiola FC, the brave men, definitely showing some fight, showing some courage here in the second half. It is now 2-3 in the 66th minute. About 23 more minutes of football plus stoppage time. A significantly better performance from the undermanned, depleted Mendiola side, who only has 5 substitutes for this match. Jimson Crestal, a sensational screamer from about 30 yards out. And Ace Villanueva, wala na siyang nagawa at that time. That was a surprise. And now it's Mendiola again, trying to press right here. Altiche, unable to keep it alive. So now if you're talking about that momentum swing, then Mendiola, they obviously want this right in front of this home crowd here inside the City of Imus grandstand. Serge Caule once again animated, but they will keep possession nonetheless. Wonder what he is complaining about. Junior Sam, good defending by Cebu. Not to make him turn. A collision between Sam and Baristasi. Again, what a goal we just witnessed from Jimson Crestal moments earlier to take one back for Mendiola FC 1991. It is now 2-3. Mendiola still trailing by 1 goal, but definitely a more productive, significantly better showing from the last time these two sides met each other. Again, that was 8 days ago in Carmona, Cavite. It was 7-1, won by Dynamic Herb Cebu. A more offensive-minded Mendiola FC 1991 has come to play here, led by Coach Jake Kuwaikong. That was the mindset. A set piece here for Mendiola. They will seek the equalizer. Jason Cordova, who has the height advantage against most of the Mendiola players, will clear it. And now the tables have turned here for this match. Now it is Mendiola FC 1991 actively seeking to press, trying to attack, and that's what Coach Jake was telling us on the top of the coverage. They want to find ways how to attack and score, create chances for themselves. And of course, the number one option in the first half was Junior Sam, and now you have Aaron Altiche, Caule. Everyone has come forward. Wade does a good job of keeping possession to Mendiola's side. And finally, Ren Okuda there to bother Sam. Unable to turn was Kim Min-soo. Korsame, he has a penchant for those counterattacks. And an obvious foul there from Eldwin Escosora. As Pafu Korsame was on the verge of that counterattack, trying to run past Escosora. Well, someone's been slapped a yellow card yet again. Perhaps Coach Jake Kuwaikong. for resentment to our referee. Again, your match referee is Rodney Leble, assisted by Paul Galicia and John Mike Basinang. The match commissioner is Robin Allen Kainglet. We thank you all for joining us here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon in Cavite. They lob it inside the box. Chance here for Cebu. Corsame, battle for possession, still inside the box. And Mendiola will concede a corner for Cebu. And this could be a dangerous situation for them. We've seen Cebu convert from corner kicks. And it's no less than the leading assist man. Great delivery. Uzoka on the header, and obviously he had to erase someone from the picture just to get a header. I believe that was Alasani Wade, so a foul on Uzoka. Just a 1-goal difference between the two sides. Again, thank you for joining us here. This is the live and exclusive coverage of your Philippines Football League 2022-2023 season, brought to us all by Qatar Airways here inside the Imus Grandstand in the province of Cavite. Mendiola FC, with a partnership with the city of Imus LGU. They're trying to grow football here. And definitely you love to see the grassroots program getting started here in Cavite, a province with a population of over 2 million. So definitely it's trying to grow the sport. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok, sa pagsuporta as we continue to grow the sport of football in the Philippines. Altinos is taken down by Altiche. Going to be a set piece here eventually for Cebu. As we enter the 72nd minute, only 18 minutes more in regulation plus added time. Dynamic Herb Cebu FC trying to preserve the 3-2 lead. They will definitely not be satisfied with that. They will try to add on. Altinos inside the box, collected by Ceniza. And if you're Mendiola FC 1991 still not satisfied as well by this scoreline, it's a significant improvement from 1-7. But you put yourselves in a chance to tie or even win. That's just a big morale booster for Mendiola. Surge against Uzoka. Escosora to Junior Sam. And again, Cordova was there. Ren Okuda was there. That Cebu back four holding their side of things. But again, Mendiola FC 1991 have been more aggressive here in the second half. We can feel it just from our station here. As Borlongan, it is taken quickly. Here is the cross to Pafu Corsame, who will try to chase this ball down. Unable to do so. Still a good build-up play for Cebu. But of course, Corsame, the very quick striker, is quite shorter than Chima Uzoka and Arda Chinquer. Altinos! It just goes above the bar. Quality attempt from the league leading assists man, Mert Altinos. The Turkish national. It's been quite a busy afternoon for both goalkeepers. That's Joseph Ceniza and Ace Villanueva for Cebu. Wade sends out a long ball, but Junior Sam a few yards behind. Serge Caule, good control. And again, Mendiola FC, they have to be more patient here with the opportunities they're getting. counter-attack time for Cebu. It's Borlongan once again. It just hits the crossbar. Second ball for Cebu. And a foul, finally. As Merit Altinos gets taken down. That is Escosora. JB Borlongan from distance, it just ricochets off the crossbar. Easily could have been 4-2 kung nabawasan lang ng konti yung angle of elevation. Pafu Corsame will deliver. We've seen them score from a position like this. Merit Altinos, great curve of the ball. If I'm not mistaken, that was against Maharlika Manila FC. So now it's Pafu Corsame against two men trying to bother. Good spin on that ball, but perhaps kinulang sa power as Joseph Siniza was there right away to clinch that ball. Gives it to Alasani Wade. Kaule has fallen back. But they have to get out of trouble here, and they do. Crestal. Still lots of time for Mendiola for the equalizer. Beautiful sunset onlooking dito sa ating venue. And clearance made by Mendiola. Opportunity for Dynamic Herb Cebu to reorganize and orchestrate something here. 77 minutes have gone by. Just the Baker's dozen left in regulation plus stoppage time. And two more changes to be made by Cebu. Steven Patalinghug now part of the action here. We'll also see Mohamed Suma in just a short while. Mohamed Suma will replace Arda Chinkir, the league's leading goal scorer with 7. So that's it for Arda Chinkir for this afternoon, as Mohamed Suma, player number 45, will enter for Cebu. We throw it inside. Steven Patalinghug. Here's the cross. Wade was right there in the thick of things. A great display of skill from Serge Kaule. Trying to deliver it to Junior Sam. And the flag is up. Junior Sam was offside. If you're Mendiola FC 1991, at least they're showing a glimpse of that control. They're trying to be more deliberate here when they regain the ball. Again, more opportunities in store for them. Still lots of time left here. We've seen stranger things happen in the sport of football. Gadia. Kim Min-soo. Back to Kaule. Escosora. Hinihingi ni Altiche, is bothered by Roberto Corsame. Still Escosora. But Junior Sam unable to make the run. Para sa kanya sana yon, but it ends up with Ace Villanueva. As we approach the 80th minute of the match, Villanueva sends it out. Looks like someone is hurt here. JB Borlongan. As they give it back to Cebu. Part of course, fair play. Cordova. Counter for Cebu. Deep into the right flank. And they will win a corner for that. Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. Again, this time on the opposite side. Nobody near that ball. Oh, not much aerial into that one. They managed to get a second crack at this. Still Cebu. Okuda, they have come forward. Mohamed Suma. And Chima Usoka completes the brace. Mohamed Suma with the assist. Great play from Dynamic Herb Cebu. And it is now 4-2 for the Gentle Giants.
Goal for Cebu FC, number 17, Chima Usuka.
Chima Uzoka doubling his output for this afternoon. Behind a great assist dished out by Mohamed Suma. What an opportunity they just created for themselves, and Chima Uzoka doing the rest. And boy, that race between Uzoka and Arda Chinkir for league leading goal scorer, that will just continue for them. Now both with 7 goals in the season. They probably have a bet within themselves after the season is over. Of course, Harvey Gayoso of Kaya FC also wants to be part of that. That likely seals this win also for Dynamic Herb Cebu, as they have a more favorable cushion here. Chima Uzoka will complete the brace. Eldwin Escosora finally relieved of his duty for this afternoon, as we see the entry of Marlon Maro Jr. for Mendiola. Lob inside the box. Cebu not done yet. Joseph Siniza cramping up here. It's been quite the afternoon for the Mendiola shot stopper, and he will get some treatment here. But needless to say, obviously Ace Villanueva also challenged at times. As we approach nighttime here in the city of Imus in Cavite. Again, Mendiola FC partnering with this city as they try to grow the sport of football as well. They have some football clinics here in partnership with Imus United. And you love to see the sport grow right from the grassroots level. Have a lot of fans in attendance here inside the Imus grandstand. Most of them also football players, and of course the local residents from the city as well, here in the province of Cavite. Mendiola SC will once again have a shot at this. Kim Min-soo has come forward. Junior Sam, however, missing on that opportunity. Corsame, Chima, the through ball intended for Suma. He beats the defense. Suma once again. Oh, a terrific save by Seniza. What a save by Joseph Seniza. They will send the ball out first as someone from the Mendiola side is suffering from cramps again. But a terrific denial by Joseph Seniza to prevent the score line from further growing here for Cebu. What a save by Seniza. That was a brilliant through ball by Uzoka, which targeted Mohamed Suma, who evaded 3 defenders and then sent out a last-minute pass It was just saved by Joseph Siniza. As the score stays the same, Mendiola 2, Dynamic Herb Cebu 4 in the twilight stages of the second half. 85 minutes have gone by, 5 more minutes of action plus stoppage time. Cebu looking good. They have won 4 matches in a row. And with a victory here as it stands, they will overtake Kaya FC as the league leaders momentarily. By virtue of just having more points, they have 2 draws. Altiche inserted as a substitute for this match. Wade. He targeted Junior Sam right there, but Junior Sam, nakikita nyo na medyo pagod na as another counter-attack here for Cebu. Saved once again by Sinisa. Roberto Corsame on the rebound. Pafu Corsame scores. Pafu Corsame Jr. on the rebound. And that is the insurance goal. That will definitely be a tough mountain to climb here for Mendiola FC 1991. As Cebu makes it 5 goals for this afternoon. Pafu Corsame in high spirits, obviously. Jubilant after that conversion on the rebound. Initial denial by Joseph Siniza. But no follow-up from the Mendiola defense. That allowed Pafu Corsame. Nakita agad ni Pafu after that save. The ball was just right there in front of him and he capitalized. Now part of the goal scorers this season for Cebu. The pride of Tondo, Roberto Corsame Jr., a veteran as well of professional football. Great ball delivered to Altiche. Here is the cross intended for Junior Sam. And great defending by Cebu as they try once again to counter. They have the numbers here. Altinoz. They are inside the area. The header. Chima still. It's still with Cebu. Altinoz. That is deflected by Wade. And finally cleared by Mendiola. A sorry miss for Dynamic Herb Cebu. Perhaps they took too much of their time here. Mert Altinoz. You know, it's never wrong to be selfish also sometimes. I think that was the case for Mert Altinoz that time. He wanted to be part of the party here for Cebu's goal scorers. However, that gave Mendiola FC 1991 the chance to get back and reorganize their defense. And ultimately denying Cebu a 6th goal in the match. Less than 2 minutes of regulation time as we approach the added time. Yet to have confirmation from our 4th official. But as it stands, obviously, Dynamic Herb Cebu FC, they will bring home 3 more points before they head to the Queen City of the South, where they face Kaya FC, United City FC, the Ascos Development Team, and Stallion Laguna FC. They will have 4 matches in front of their hometown crowd there in Cebu. And what a luxury, the momentum. And they're not yet finished here, as Cebu is once again making a run. Wade will clear that. The fresh legs of Cebu here up to the 98th minute. Altinoz. Corsame is a brace for Pafu. Pafu Corsame. Just like that. A crucial lapse on the part of Mendiola, and that allows Pafu Korsame
FC number 20, Roberto Corsame.
to slot in his second goal in a span of just perhaps 6 or 7 minutes. Pafu Korsame will have the same output as Chima Uzoka, 2 goals apiece for the super sub from Cebu. Floodgates have opened here inside the city of Imu's grandstand. Pafu Korsame joining in on the party with a brace for tonight. And look at Cebu, they just keep on pressing. They are not over, they are never satisfied. That is also perhaps the message they want to send to the rest of the competition. They want to be the team to beat. Dynamic Herb Cebu FC rewriting the previews, rewriting that title favorite, title contender label. Altiche. And look at Cebu continuing to press. Mert Altinoz, not much power there to challenge Joseph Siniza. As we are moments away from stoppage time late in this match. And again, Mendiola playing with just 16 active players, 5 substitutes. It's slowly taking a toll on them. At biglang kumawala ang Cebu here in the second half. After Jimson Crestal delivered on that sensational strike, it was 2-3 at one point, and then 3 more goals poured by Dynamic Herb Cebu. Looks like fatigue just settled here for Mendiola FC 1991. Again, kulang sila sa players right now. Just 16 players total, 5 substitutes. And a set piece won by Cebu is going to be 3 men making up that Mendiola wall as they try to prevent further damage. Gadia with lots of space to operate. Serge Caule getting into the path of that ball in the nick of time. Junior Sam will try to counter. Does he still have fresh legs in him? Is there enough gas left in the tank of Junior Sam and the rest of Mendiola FC 1991 to try and take one back, make this a more respectable result? And that is the final whistle. Dynamic Herb Cebu once again unstoppable. 5 wins in a row as they take a 6-2 commanding win over Mendiola FC 1991 here in the city of Imu's grandstand. Goals being delivered by Chima Uzoka, who had 2, Roberto Pafu Korsame, who also had a brace, and then JB Borlongan and Daniel Gadia. A commanding victory as they try to continue to become the team to beat, the standard in the PFL League season. And they have just overtaken Kaya FC Iloilo as the top club right now as it stands. Cebu is now on top of the league table. And on behalf of the entire Philippines Football League crew brought to us by Qatar Airways, I am Levi Verora. Once again, Mendiola FC 1991 2, Dynamic Herb Cebu FC 6. We will see you at the games.